Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's another adventure, and Colton wanted to say hi to the vlog before he goes to school. Say hi vlog. Hi vlog. Alright guys, well today's another adventure, but before we can get too far into it, I gotta get this little rascal to school, and I gotta go back home and edit because I slept in a little bit. For the first time in like a week and a half, I decided to get a full night's sleep, and I felt rejuvenated when I woke up. I didn't get a whole lot done this morning, so we're gonna do some quick driving, get him to school, and then I gotta go all back home. So we got our list of things that we gotta do today. This is like the cheat sheet list. Normally it's in my big agenda book, but hey, sometimes you can't carry it all. So, all right. You wanna say bye vlog, and we'll see you later?
Bye vlog.
See you later? All right, well, we'll check back in with Colton later. For now, let's get on with our day. All right, guys, well, I screwed up yesterday. I just realized. I thought I picked the camera back up and never picked the camera back up, so I'm sitting here editing and it's like, oh, at the end, it's like, oh, boogers, I can't do it. Never mind. I was gonna show you guys, like, well, you won't see it till technically today, so I do apologize that I did it this way, but it was too late. We were already into the next day's vlog, and I'm like, yeah, by the time I get everything done, chopped up, and ready, it'll be even. Going to bed last night on time kind of screwed the pooch. Hard. It's okay. We'll do better next time. You ready, bud? Are you ready? Say hi, Sparko. Hi. Hi, guys. Hi. Say hi. 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 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yodel hee hoo. It's so awful. I can hear it in my headphones. Like, I can hear my tone difference. It's ridiculous. Like, my voice has just went cuh. It's like I've spent like I can hear myself, and it reminds me of spending a week at Grid Life screaming over cars and fans and moshes, and like, that's all it reminds me of. My voice sounds like poo. I apologize. All right, something else I need to apologize for also is today's upload that you guys seen. I was editing it, I was going through it, and I'm like, boom, end. I was like, what happened? I just don't know. Like, I guess I swore I turned the camera back on, never did afterwards, and by the time I was editing, it was deep into day, and I'm like, you know what? To be continued. Here we are in the to be continued portion of the day. A beautiful Monday. So on my list of chores for myself, I have, like, everything on my list is like everything but the race car. So here's the deal with daily dad life. My days always start late, right? It seems like, you know, sometimes I might not get that much stuff done. My youngest goes to school in the afternoon, which puts dad at home all day with him to get the day started. We get to do some office things, and we do a lot of editing, but we also got to do dad things. And we got to build castles, and we make crafts. We also build rockets. We do all the fun stuff. We really don't work on cars at the house, sometimes. That said, if I stay home too long, then I don't get to put my automotive hat on. Boom, automotive hat, engaged. So now that's when we do all things shop related. And that requires me to focus in on shop related. So for the next 2 hours or so, I gotta finish up shop-related stuff while business time is still open for normal people. Then we get to jump into garage time, which garage time is where we get to shoot the vlog of the day. Specifically, like continuing work on this, or things with the TDI, or race car stuff. Never really get into that 2-hour business time window with you guys. So I gotta put this down so I can get some stuff done. I have the best customers. My buddy Dom, who actually owns this car, customer and friend. He calls me, he's like, hey, you wanna come up to the bar? And I'm like, I was already here, had the fire started. I feel like I got food on my face. And I'm like, nah, not right now. I'm getting ready to work on your car. He's like, my car? Wait, I got parts? He's like, yeah. I was like, it's early, I thought. I was like, well, they came in, I can not work on it. He's like, no, do you need anything out of me? I was like, honestly, dude, if you want to come out and help me push it inside because it's a wet mess outside, that'd be great. So he comes out, pushes it inside, brings me food. I'm so happy. Thank you. I love you. You're awesome. We're going to try to ham this out. I don't see why I can't. The reality is it's 100% OEM parts. So we've got, ignore this, that can go over there. OEM pump and all the bits. So, and all the bolts and nuts and new hardware on the inside. We got a brand new OEM Bosch Cp4 pump. So this thing should just slam together. All the pieces are locked in position. The timing belt, we don't got to change the main gear. We don't got to change the lower gear. We just got to change out these rollers and idlers and shove it together. And we have to hook a couple things up, but we also have to disconnect a couple things. So Dom and I have discussed this. And based on the way the pump looks, I believe that it's possible that the little filter, that the metering valve on the top right here caught all the material. And that this happened early enough in its life, I don't think it hit the injectors. I'm not seeing any residual, I'm not seeing any metal, we're just not seeing it anywhere past here. We're gonna go ahead and take the common rail off, take this off, and we're gonna spray it all out as well. But before I do all that, I'm gonna shove all those brand new bits on. If we find, however, metal in any of these bits, we're still gonna put it back together and try to fire on the original injectors. But Tom knows that this still could go down that hole of, hey, we need injectors. But nothing over here is gonna affect that. So let's get it done. See how fast we can do it. Current time, 6:23. I'm gonna probably finish eating these. 30 minutes here. At 7 o'clock, I'm going ham. I'm gonna prep, get myself organized and ready to go. And then we're gonna slam this thing out. I think I can do it in an hour. Don't think it's, like, it doesn't look that difficult. It really doesn't, so let's see if we can do it. All right, well, since my voice is toast and the air compressor's running, let's just get this party started. And let's cut to a time lapse of one TDI timing belt, high pressure pump, fuel injector, common rail, cleaning service, crank nose start, repair, coming up right now. Let's go. Put 1 hour on the clock. It is currently all right, guys. Well, I'm gonna interject here real quick because I don't want anybody to get the wrong impression. If you're new to the channel and you haven't been following up, I kind of forget to do this every once in a while, that I'm like, oh, maybe there's not new people, maybe there is. I don't know, I'm talking to myself. If you're new to the channel and you haven't yet done it, consider subscribing. All we do every day on the channel is do like shit like this, shit like this, shit like this. The whole point of all this is to try to save thousands of dollars on learning how to work on your own shit boxes, basically, and learn something new. It's okay to know how to work on your own stuff, and it's okay to not know what you're doing and just go at it. And I say that because I've never done a TDI. There's some quirky build stuff going on here. The engineers over at Audi or Volkswagen or whomever designed this decided if you want to do the entire maintenance on your timing belt and not just want to change your belt, you also got to take the motor mounts off, the motor mount bracket off, the coolant reservoir off, because that tensioner right there hits the motor mount. I mean, not tensioner, this, the belt tensioner hits the motor mount, and you can't get it off otherwise. It's taken me a little bit longer than I thought it was going to originally. It's pretty easy to get to. They got one bolt there, and then there's a magic bolt that goes back through this hole that you get to. So, I mean, the plan here is to get this all at least get the engine back in time together. Once we get the motor mount off, it's cakewalk. We got to pull the pulleys off, swap water pump, wham bam ding-a-ling, we're done. So let's do it to it. Time check, 7:32. Almost there. All right, now the motor mount's out, camera died, so you lost it, sorry. I'm not gonna put it back in for you. We gotta get this bit off, that bit off, that bit off, that bit off, and I think that bit off. All right. We got the water pump off. We got all the bits changed. We got this one. That one's not done yet. Before I went too much farther into this, I wanted to just take a quick second. So we are using the Graf timing belt kit. Now, I've used Graf parts in the past, and I've had a lot of luck with them. This one in particular I thought was really interesting because I wanted to point out how this one has a composite or a plastic water pump on it. So there's a tool out there that you can put suction on the coolant system and suck the air out of it, and suck coolant inside of it instead of having to wait for the car to bleed. And a lot of shops use those. Well, at some point in time, there was a rumor floating around. This has never happened to me. That's why I'm calling it a rumor. And also, I've never heard anybody say, hey, this actually happened to me. It's not to say there isn't. But supposedly, the plastic ones will suck up off of there if you do some funky stuff. That's not my problem with them. My problem with them is Domini's long-term goal here is to make this thing go for freaking ever. So, that said, had this pump not failed, he wouldn't have done any of this major maintenance that needed to be done. Let's just be honest. Would you? I would probably go in and put a timing belt on it. But that's about it. I don't think I would change these pulleys. I don't think I would change any of this stuff unless I knew my car had a plastic water pump on it. If it did, if I knew my car had a metal water pump housing on it and it wasn't making a dang bit of noise and it was maintenance time for a timing belt, I would literally go in 300,000 or 400,000 miles, throw a timing belt on it, drop it on the ground. Like, there's no reason. The metal impeller, the antifreeze is not gonna break down the metal versus the plastic. Antifreeze, I've said this before and I'll say it 1,000 times. Antifreeze is caustic. Any plastic that is involved with it is gonna eventually break down due to thermal cycling and just being ate away by acid that's sitting on it every single day. I'm a big fan of metal water pumps, so I would tell you to get one. You don't have to get one. You do what you want to do, though. All right, so let's get this pump in, and we're almost ready to put the belt on. All right, guys, well, look at that. We freaking got a timing belt in, got a high pressure pump in. We can go ahead, pull this guy out right there. And pull that one out. And there we go, ladies and germs. We have one-time TDI. Jump up and down, give yourself a pat on the back, do a backflip, do whatever little celebration you want to do. Yeah, we did it. All right, so what do we do now? I'm not sure. I am not sure. What I do know is I probably need to get all the timing covers back on and get the engine mount back in, and we can set this side down. Then we need to address getting the fuel lines on, and we need to address getting the common rail flushed out. But we are not doing that today. I'm gonna leave that task for tomorrow's adventure in life, and I think that's where we're gonna call it quits. So guys, if the AI figured out a way to get you here, consider subscribing. All we do every day on this channel is learn something new, try to save thousands of dollars working on our own shit boxes, find time to work on the race car. Just before you know it, 2022 season's gonna be up. With that said, guys, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm Audi. Peace.